this is all very Stan and Ollie, another fine mess, etc. What happened?
Oh, she did a runner. Ah Sung's car pulled up just at the right time. She was in it and gone. Nothing we could do about it. But as Frankie was in the car...
Oh, you're telling me Frankie helped to kidnap her? Oh, that's going to look very good in the reports, don't you think?
It didn't look like kidnap to me. She seemed keen to go with him.
So where did the gunshot come from?
I cocked up. When I heard what I thought was gunfire, I took evasive action, which gave Natasha time to get away. A car backfired.
I see.
Yeah, she's been like a cat on hot bricks since Jake bought it.
Mr. D'Souza, Mr. Harper, you were disinclined to follow?
We, didn't want to, alert them to our presence. We weren't too worried. We knew Frankie had put a trace on the car. Plus, he was with them. I mean, that tooth picks up everybody.
Yes, thank you. We're aware of that. Can you open your folders, please? This man is Kim Soo Lee, one of the leaders of the student uprising in Tiananmen Square, now known as Tony Kwok. Natasha Howard has some connection with this man. We don't know what it is.
So how does Roger fit in?
We've learnt via the Tooth Fairy that Natasha has some information which the General is prepared to pay a great deal of money for.
You mean Roger's selling his own granddaughter?
Down the line. Ms. Leyland seems a bit jumpy, Simon.
She did exactly the right thing. Come on, Edna, a show of arms in broad daylight.
You sort her out or she's off the job. I'm going to have another chat with Roger and I want to be kept informed. I want to know when Ha Sung farts and why General Ling is downwind of it. Got that?
I don't need you to speak up for me, Simon.
Do you want to bet? She's got it in for you. I quote, get her sorted out or she's off the job.
You love it, don't you?
Get off your high horse. Don't take it out on Camfield.
Well, why don't you have a chat with him? You were pretty strung out yourself.
Yeah, but I've been at this game far longer than you have. I've seen a lot of good people die.
What makes it easier, does it, not having the same emotions as everyone else?
Well, I've got emotions, Janie.
All right, fellas. Eddie? What did I say? All I said was that this Jake Brown business is getting to her. I mean, it's surprising, is it?
No, it's not surprising. So she doesn't need you to keep drawing attention to it. You weren't even there.
What are you getting so stroppy about now?
I'm not. But the longer you've been in this game, the more you'll learn to back up your team, not take snipes at them. There you go.
Christ, what the hell is this?
That's mine.
That was like neat whiskey.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, come in.
I didn't think you'd be here at the weekend.
No, I'm just clearing up some paperwork. Oh, you're lucky. Please, take a seat. What can I do for you?
I don't know. I mean, it's not really about me.
It's the first time for everyone.
Have you seen my granddaughter? You?
We were all set to pick her up, but she decided to go and see Brian Ha Sung instead.
What do you mean? Where is she? She's only a child, for God's sake.
Oh,
What's happening to her?
Sit down, Roger. Stop pissing me about.
My son approached me in Moscow through an intermediary. He said he'd get me back to England if I'd find out from my granddaughter about this Tony Quark character. I found I had a sentimental need, desire, call it what you will, make contact with my only living relative. So you agreed?
Yes. He's a nasty piece of work.
An old man, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but he was young once. And so were the blokes he betrayed.
The death of a colleague is an extremely traumatic event. There's no shame in that. It's okay, Jane. You are allowed.
Of course I'm not allowed to be traumatized. My job requires me to be 100%, and I resent you suggesting I'm anything less. Now, what I had wanted to talk to you about was how to deal with the prejudice of other members of my team. When all I was doing was following procedure, taking evasive action in the face of what I genuinely thought was hostile fire. But as you're obviously as bigoted as all the rest, I can see I'm just wasting my time. I don't know if Simon Hughes has been staring, but if there's anyone in this unit that's traumatized, it's him, closely followed by Peter Harper. Between them, they've seen more agents die than the rest of us put together.
So I think you're right, Edna. Take her off the case. She's extremely agitated.
Thanks, Paul. I'll give it a thought. Bye. Oh, give it here. He likes the smell. Cheers.
Cheers.
No news of Frankie?
Well, he says Ha Sung and Ling have been talking to the girl for over an hour, but he can't get into the room.
I think Roger Redfield's got a hidden agenda.
Yeah, first he defects to the Russians, then he's spying for the Chinese. Perhaps he's Lord Lucan in disguise.
Ever since we picked him up, he's been banging on about his granddaughter. Why would he do that unless he wants us to bring her in? If only we'd got there a bit quicker, she'd be out of our son's reach.
What's your point?
Yes, boy. Oh, there it is. Not sure. I'm going to have a chat with that cretin Hopkins from the embankment. I'll be on my mobile. Oh, have you recharged yours yet? I heard you had a spot of bother at the university.
Did Leyland tell you that?
No, D'Souza did. After you. That's what you always say, and we've had this time and time again. I can believe that. Thank you. Surely you must know. Even I've heard the rumours. They call them the Blytons, didn't they? You know, after the famous 5. There were 5, weren't there?
So they say.
Is he one of them?
I had heard they were bringing them all back, but they kept them on after Gorbachev lost control.
So where does our son fit in?
Listen, Edna, I tread pretty carefully around this. They won't like it.
I can't help that. Anyway, no one need know except you and me, and I can assure you I'm the soul of discretion.
The Roger Redfields of this world are Six's most closely guarded secret. I'd ask for advice if I were you.
Do you want that chocolate one, or can I have it?
That's her at the window, isn't it? Right? Oi! Looks like she's got a visitor.
Whose side is he on?
Theirs. Well, that's what he's got to make him think anyway.
Where's my chips?
You were asleep and we're getting cold.
I hope you're sick.
How long are you going to keep me locked up?
I don't know. I brought you some water. Sorry, I'm not allowed to bring you any food.
I want to go home. I haven't done anything! People will be looking for me. You can't just kidnap me. They'll be missing me at college.
I think you might have got involved in something you don't understand. Now, if you have the information Mr. Ha-Sung wants, tell him. For your sake.
This is the Mr. Nice Guy treatment. You give me the creeps. All of you. The police will be here soon.
Out now! Natasha, these are very dangerous men. You should take them seriously. Now, do you know where Tony Kwok is?
What's happened?
Don't know. It sounded like he's been hit in the face. Totally knackered his mic.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah. There's nothing, not a twig.
Lost all radio contact with Lee. Means he's either swallowed it or...
Harrington and Harper to back up McEwen and D'Souza, and I want them armed, because if they do have to go in, it could be messy.
Do you want to send the helicopter in?
I'd send in the kitchen sink if I thought it would do any good. That bastard has got a lot to answer for.
Someone's coming out. The van's being driven away from our songs. I'm onto it, and I'm taking D'Souza with me. That chopper's one of ours. I know what they've got on the van and keep us posted. Come on, let's go.
I reckon there's someone in the back of the van, plus a driver in the front, leaving 6 inside the house. Let's hope Frankie is one of them.
I bet that van's going to be crushed first thing in the morning, mate.
Where's that security guy going?
He's taking a walk, isn't he? You know, hear no evil, see no evil. Hang on a minute. There goes Yang. Let's take a look inside. It's locked. Give me some light here.
I thought it was a bit odd keeping hold of the van. About time they got rid of it. That's just what this is, I reckon. They just wanted to get rid of the van. Do you know what I mean? A bit stupid keeping it this long, anyway.
Shut up. Got it. We're in.
Oh, God, it's Frankie.
Stay here. Keep a lookout. Yeah. Something's been butchered. Look at the blood.
It's not Frankie.
Thank God for that.
It's the driver. You all right?
Yeah. It's, all that greasy food McEwen keeps bringing in. Burgers, fries, you know. Yeah.
The old Bill can sort this one out.
Yeah, I really thought it was Frankie in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's Harper. Yeah, we need the busies down. The crushing yard on Fortune Lane. Yeah, looks like it could be Terry James, the driver.
Cheers, mate. Sorry I freaked out on you.
Don't get too pally with me. I haven't forgotten that air weave crack yet. OK. Yeah, we're on our way in.
Here. You look terrible.
Thanks. I've been up half the night arranging this little powwow.
Oh, morning. Did anyone organise buns?
Yeah, I think I saw Meryl with some.
Where are they?
In the boardroom.
Thank God. I'm starving.
Do you want us in there?
Of course I do. Unless you two have more pressing engagements.
She certainly knows how to stir it.
Well, I don't know about her. What did you say to Canfield?
What are you talking about?
Why can't you mind your own damn business?
Now, hang on. What's with Canfield? I haven't even seen the prick.
The suit's here.
Meryl, I may refer to Mr. Humphrey Hopkins as a suit. You may not. You should show more respect.
Yes, Miss Colley.
Wheel the old bugger in.
She's in there.
Good morning.
I'm sorry to drag you out so early on a Sunday morning, but I thought we'd better get on with it.
Everything all right?
Mr. D'Souza and Mr. Harper made a very upsetting discovery last night. Mutilated remains stuffed into black plastic bin liners. The head, unfortunately, severed from the body. Breakfast? No?
Good morning, Miss Howard. Having had time to consider our request, I hope you have decided to cooperate. Once again, Natasha, where's Kim Soo-lee now? And who is financing his political aspirations?
I don't know.
You would find Andrew to be very skillful and very persuasive with his little sticks.
What's he going to do?
Well, he will insert them under your fingernails one by one, separating the nail from the finger. Very slowly, the nail from the finger. Until you tell us what we want to know. Until you tell us what we want to know. The nail from the finger.
Now, as we see, Natasha was obviously very close to Tony Kwok during his time in America. The CIA took care of his escape from mainland China. He's now being schooled to return to Hong Kong to stand against the current political regime, something General Ling will be most anxious to prevent. Tony Kwok is well protected. All his associates closely monitored, constant changes of address. He spent a month over here in the summer, again in close contact with Natasha Howard. Chinese intelligence is extremely good. They obviously see Natasha as a means to get to Tony Kwok.
Excuse me.
In which case, the girl is in trouble.
Sorry to interrupt, Miss Colley, but
We
I've got
believe the
Graham
Americans
outside.
suspect that
Says he wants a word with Dean.
Thanks, Meryl. Christ.
With the Chinese government. He's well placed to know.
Good morning, Sir Graham. This is an unexpected honour. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Sir Graham Sterling?
Please, let there be interruption. Do carry on.
Thank you.
Don't worry about me. I'll just chip in when necessary.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Thank you, Sir Graham. Well, as I was saying, we believe the Americans suspect that Ha Sung is using his illegal activities for his work with the Chinese government. He's well placed to know who the dissenters are and to infiltrate the network.
Yeah, like he's some kind of info mercenary.
Well, it's becoming an increasingly lucrative field. He's probably got deals with the Russians, too.
So Ha Sung approached Redfield.
Well, maybe he saw Roger as the key to get Natasha to talk about Tony Kwok. I mean, the only living relative, divided...
Perhaps I... afraid we rather lost interest in Roger Redfield over the past 5 years. He was taken off scientific research some time back and given something clerical somewhere. Not much of a threat to anyone anymore. I believe he's telling us the truth. He wanted to come home. I think it more than likely Ha Sung is bribing Redfield to get him to spy on Natasha. Mr. Redfield has no conscience and no qualms about who he sacrifices. But you seem to have crashed in and spoilt his plans. However, we may be able to turn that to our advantage and get him to bat for our team. Your main priority now is to get Natasha away from Ha Sung. We want her out of there as soon as possible. Could I have a word with you? Both.
Yes.
In private.
Oh, of course.
What's all that about? Who's he?
Sir Graham Sterling, one of the SARS, head man at the Foreign Department. Strictly speaking, Roger Redfield's their baby. I think Edna's in for a bit of a rough ride.
Irrespective of whatever agenda you suspected, the fact that you did not immediately contact my department is a gross breach of procedural etiquette. If there is so much as a whisper to compromise my man, you're finished here. Do you understand?
I told you I wouldn't like it.
And?
I'm going to offer Mr. Redfield a deal. We need him to act as decoy.
Decoy for what?
To draw people away from the house so we can go in and pick Natasha up.
Well, if you say so.
I do say so, Simon. And for God's sake, don't lose her. This one we can't afford to get wrong.
So Redfield's giving full cooperation, is he?
What if I refuse?
It's not in your granddaughter's interest to refuse.
I appreciate that. Do you have an alternative?
The more people that are left in the house, the greater the likelihood of someone getting hurt when we go in. If you make contact with Ha Sung, we think he'll send someone to pick you up. My men will be waiting for them.
Really like her mother. When one cuts oneself off in the interest of security, one forgets the enduring strength of the blood tie.
I know who you are, Roger.
Do you, Edna? Do you indeed?
Quite a hero, according to Sir Graham Sterling, who was not best pleased to hear you'd got out on a limb.
I never thought I'd come back. I kept telling myself it was no great hardship. I could live without British rail, sliced white bread. What I didn't anticipate was that it would all catch up with me. That I couldn't just let my only grandchild.
I think I understand you, Roger. But from now on, you must do things our way.
OK, SO19 have the layout of the house. Now, there's access points here, 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 and here. And here on the ground floor through the front and back doors. French windows to the side, and these two sash windows to the side of the front door. Now, they're keeping the girl in this room here.
The SO19 boys are going to love this. Is there any way we can set this up in the surveillance house?
Already have.
All right, everybody, let's get going. We have got a lot to get sorted out.
I think we all know Roger Redfield. He's on our side now.
No, I was freezing to death in there, but of course I got out. No, I have no idea where the driver was. If you ask me, the whole operation's pretty shoddy. Well, I may be approaching 70, but haven't lost my touch yet.
Okay, no trace.
Yes, but I've no money. And I'm a bit worried about my granddaughter. I've left messages, but... Oh, you have? Well, that is good news. Yes, I'm in a restaurant on the A12 near Brentwood, called the Little Chef. Yes, all right, I'll stay here.
Right. Get him over to the Little Chef. We don't want them getting there before we do.
It really is called that.
Yeah, we've also got one called the Happy Eater. Very popular.
Roger's mate, the call is on his way now. All personnel, stand by. Stand by, personnel.
We're all in position here. Snipers in place. No movement visible from inside.
Get in the car. I want you to collect Mr. Redfield.
Well, what about the girl? I mean, don't you want us to...
Do as I tell you. Get in the car.
You okay?
Girding my loins.
All right, you're going first, Roger. We'll follow in a few minutes.
Here's Lee and Yang coming out now, getting into the BMW. That leaves 4 inside, excluding Hassan. I reckon that's the best we'll get.
Okay, let's go for it. Hang on, wait. What's going on now? Where's he going?
Wait, hold it, everybody, someone's coming out. It's Hassan, subject 3, solo on foot.
Where's he going?
Walking fast towards the main road.
He's ordered a hamburger. Yeah, okay.
Is he making for your song?
The smaller the 2 Chinese men are coming to get you is one of us. Frankie Lee asked to go to the toilet before you leave. We can't do anything on the inside. I should be here in about half an hour.
No problem.
Cheers.
He's hailing a cab.
Is Harper on him? No, he's at the house.
Where is everybody?
Well, there is at the house or the little chef.
Shit. Who's on Hassan? Who's got eyeball on Hassan, for Christ's sake?
There's Yang and Lee entering the car park. We're tight as a drum in there.
Hassan got in a cab, first part of
Hang on, I'll put you on speaker. Leyland.
Hassan got in a cab, first part of Reg, Lima 91 Golf.
Okay, we're going to call out to all black cabs.
Just get in there fast and find out what's going on. Where are they? Show me. Where are they?
They're going in now with the smoke canister on the ground floor. It's gone. We're going in after them.
It's imperative we get Natasha Howard out alive.
Let the door go. Let the door go.
repeat, have you located the subject?
Negative search. Repeat, negative search for female hostage.
Smoking or none?
Oh, it's okay. We'll meet a friend. That's it.
Oh, you must be friends with Mr. Ha's son.
That's right. I'm David Chang. This is Peter Yang.
Well, actually, it's been rather a wait. I need the lavatory. Right if I go to the gents? Too much coffee, I'm afraid.
They're on their way to the gents, all three of them.
We all set?
Yeah, good.
Still trying to trace that cab. Negative. Lima 91 Golf was all we got. Holland Avenue was the pickup point. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Susie.
Would somebody tell me what the hell is going on in there? Harrington, what is happening?
Successful handover. Subject in place. We're still in the service station and we have eyeball. Frankie Lee confirms the hostage has been tortured.
She's definitely not here.
Hostage is not, repeat, not on the premises.
Frankie, do not challenge the driver. Repeat, do not challenge the driver. We have to stay with him. Natasha's not in the house.
Where are we going? We going back to the house?
No. Message received. Subject continuing. We've got eyeball and we're heading east on Alfred's Way. That's east. Doesn't look like they're going back to the house.
There's been a carpet down here.
I found this in the hall.
Where?
Out there, just by the door out to the garage.
You recognise that?
Yeah, it's hers. There's something in there. Wait.
It's blood.
She's dead, isn't she? He's killed her. He stashed her somewhere. Oh, man, she's dead.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
User's on his way over.
I think we're looking for a body.
Not necessarily. Let me talk to Hassong's bodyguard.
We've traced the cab that picked Ha-Sung up, but he switched cabs 5 minutes ago, so we don't know where he is.
Did Harper get anything out of the bodyguard?
Still working on it.
Well, if he knows anything, Harper will get it out of him. Sung obviously couldn't get what he wanted out of Natasha, or he wouldn't have bothered picking Roger up. Where are they now?
Still heading northeast.
Okay. Well, let me know if Harper gets anything.
You searched the house?
Of course we have.
No body?
No. But I don't think we're going to find her alive. That carpet was soaked in blood, and these are her shoes.
Bodyguard said she was alive when she left here. Hassong's got her in a warehouse. Unit B, Admiral's Walk, Summerfield Trading Estate.
Right, let me talk to him.
No point. He's dead.
Canning Town, the Summerfield Trading Estate. Unit B is on Admiral's Walk. All vehicles to approach with caution. Repeat, approach with caution. Unable to give exact geography of plot as yet.
Well, what's happening?
Okay, the car with Yang, Lee and Roger is heading towards the rendezvous site. All personnel are on standby. Still no sign of Ha-Sung.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Taxi approaching. Confirmed subject on board.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. Right, let's go. I have eyeball on Hassan. He's just entered Unit B.
Right. Let's look at the layout.
Hell of a place to cover.
Okay, the subject's car enters the warehouse here. We've got Leyland and D'Souza just up here. McEwen and Harrington here. Hughes and Harper here. Full house.
Don't tell me it's time.
Tight as a drum.
Eyeball on Roger, Yang and Lee. No sign of hostage.
Is Mr. Harsung here? I'm Roger Redfield. There's no need for that. I'm an old man. You can't hurry old men.
Quite right, Mr. Redfield. Although I am keen to complete our business as soon as possible.
Where is my granddaughter?
開個車廂放出嚟。
D'Souza's in place. He's got a clear view of the area around the car.
Oh, my God. What have you done to her?
She's in the boot. Confirmed. Natasha is in the boot of the car. She's alive.
I'm in position. I have Harsung in my sights.
Harper's on Yang and D'Souza's on Hassan with McEwen. Harrington's on the front.
You can see we have gone through considerable trouble to reunite you with your grandfather. I had hoped that he would be able to persuade you of the wisdom of abandoning your immature romantic ideas about Tony Kwok without my having to resort to crude coercion. However,
I don't know where he is! And if I did, I wouldn't tell you! I'm not like you. I don't sell people down the line.
that's an interesting proposition. David, can you give Miss Howard your arm? If you don't tell me all you know about Tony Kwok, your grandfather will die. It is up to you.
Papa's inside. He's in my way.
You won't make me tell you. Gone! He's nothing to me. Nothing!
You want to see your grandfather's head blown away? Natasha, you have 10 seconds to tell us what we want to know. 10, 9, 8, 7.
She knows nothing. Do you think they'd tell her where he was? I lied to her. Told you what you wanted to hear, so I could get
Goodbye.
I've got it covered, Frank. Covered.
When Roger heard how Simon had been sniffing around his granddaughter because of her relationship with Tony Kwok, he engineered a meeting. We know the rest. Our son took the bait. He believed he'd persuaded Roger into spying on his own granddaughter in return for a passage home. That's it, everyone. Good night.
Hang on. Simon, don't you want to say something? Yeah, all right, then I will. We weren't given the full agenda again. If we'd been told the whole story, we would have left Roger where he was and he might still be alive. I mean, it is insane the way the left hand doesn't know what the right's doing.
Yes, well, let's hope this case helps the powers that be to reach the same conclusion. Bye. Sorry for the subterfuge, but I didn't think you'd come if I told you where we were going. Your grandfather didn't have much. But there was this.
I don't want it.
I think he'd like you to have it.
I don't want anything to do with him. He didn't want anything to do with me. My mum wrote, you know, when I was born. All her letters came back, returned to sender. They should have sent him back. Buried him in Russia. He just didn't want to know his wife, his own daughter, or me.
Take a look. There are only 5 ever made for 5 incredibly brave men. Roger Redfield was one of them. Go and say goodbye to your grandfather.
He was a double agent for the British for more than 30 years. He may not have been the grandfather you wanted, but he was neither a traitor nor a coward. He had to be seen to sever all ties, and that meant losing his friends as well as his family. I counted myself as one of his close, personal friends. And I missed him.
You've been a bit tough on D'Souza, haven't you?
Yeah, well, he needs more experience.
Yeah, well, if he stays here, he'll get it.
You going to rip up Harper's as well?
I think Edna already has.
Oh, my God, I don't believe this place.
Are you free for dinner?
No.
Tea?
No.
Breakfast?
I'll take a rain check.
Just bonk him and get it out of your system. Oh, by the way, something's come up. Meeting in the boardroom ASAP. Harrington, McEwen, in the boardroom right now.
Oh, you're back. We've just been up for a whittle.
Oh, well done, Meryl. Oh, could you organise coffee for 8 in the boardroom? Straight away.
want you three in the ballroom now.